It's going. We are live. Welcome to another one-on-one American Baitworks one-on-one. We've got Quentin, Cappo, and Cliff Crochet. They're in the Bayou. We may be having some technical difficulties, but we're going to get it rolling. So go for it, guys.
Welcome to
Yeah. I think we're experiencing some technical difficulties out in the Bayou. So we're going to give it a minute. Looks like they're exchanging rods. I think we're experiencing some.
Here we go. Welcome.
There we go.
And got an interesting day with my buddy Quentin here. Kind of like a possible toughest conditions possible, but the good deal about it. That was a God hook set. I'm sorry. That was a God hook set. I ripped that claw. Oh.
What are you threading on?
The twin, so that is the twin tail. 3-inch twin tail. Are we good? Are we good?
We are good. Explain.
Hopefully we can catch one. Okay. Good, we good.
We're good. What do you got tied on, Cliff?
Go ahead, what we got? We got a 3/8 ounce swim jig with a 3-inch twin tail grub just swimming in around these cypress trees, covering a little water. Got some wind-blown stuff, so just a little swim jig. Quentin, what you got going on?
So, what I got going on here is the Freedom Tackle Chatterbait. They partnered up with Z-Man to make. It's got a swing head, a little moving bait on this windy day. Let's see if we can cover some water. And we're gonna throw. I got a little spanky on the back, so I ought to get him up. What I do is
Spanish moss.
Looks delicious.
I guess because the Spanish people found it or something. I don't know why.
We're a world full of pigeons and people down here.
They got a lot of Spanish. There was a lot of Spanish people. Way back then.
Kind of give us a little bit of the area that you're fishing. Like, what's the environment like?
So we got the environment is we got a main bayou coming off of the lake. We got Lake Barrett behind us. We got a main bayou coming in. I guess a tributary of whatever you want to call it, feeding into the lake. And what's going on right now, what should be going on is get shad on the windblown banks, all that good stuff. believe somebody is taking our phones and wallets and stuff. That's how secretive this spot is. The people that brought us here take our phones and wallets from us. I'm gonna put it over here. All right. Yeah, they took our phones and wallets from us just to make sure that we don't. Yeah, and we don't give away that location. So.
Secret spot.
Yeah, I want to grab a flipping rod because of the bluebird conditions, and Quentin about to go on high. Look at this. There we go, right there. Pick it up. Another reason why I want to flip is because Quentin's throwing that chatterbait, get a reaction bite. I'll flip and try to drop it on somebody's head.
What color you got there?
Well, they only make one color. They make two colors. Two colors. Black and blue is the first one, and blue and black.
All right. Everybody should write down that special tip.
Black and blue makes green. That is correct.
We got some Cliff fans in the house.
We got some of my people showed up.
Yeah, some of your people have shown up.
Love that. I love that.
Brad Waltman says a black grape trickworm works great. All right. We'll take your word for it, Brad.
Trickworms are good. Only problem with trickworms for me is watch this. Telemarketer.
They want to
why
give
you
you,
fishing?
they're trying to give you an extended car warranty.
Warranty of my vehicle.
Yeah.
They're probably checking on the warranty for my vehicle.
That's exactly what they're doing.
I need to hurry up and catch one.
Jeremiah, yes, Gaspo is the filmer today. So if something happens to the film crew, this live will automatically end. Hi, David. Hi, Andrew. Yes, David, I'm doing a translation, but I probably won't do a very good job.
Translate. I love it. Good Tigers translate that, huh?
Uh-huh. What's the water temperature?
Water temperature is probably about what you think, Quentin? What that unit say? Yeah. 67 degrees.
Oh.
Which is really like cold.
Yeah.
Most of this water is probably 85 degrees or higher most of the year, wouldn't you say?
I would say 90% of the time it's above 75 degrees.
All right.
It's like wintertime in South Louisiana. It's like 55 this morning.
Man, we had our first cold front last week. Had a Downsfield jacket. It was 66 degrees.
first cold front in Louisiana, people get pumped up. They wear 4 different hoodies in one day. They break out all these coats. Everybody wears camouflage because that's the only coat we got. Camouflage coats. You got 40-year-old people wearing Letterman's jackets.
And the girls are busting out their Ugg boots.
Yeah. Yeah, and beanies and stuff. I can tell you, it'd be 50 degrees. People think it's 36, but I love it. You know what I mean? we don't get to wear our big clothes a whole bunch.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man. I guarantee you, if something went wrong right now, we lost connection, we'd catch about 6 or 7. Bang, 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 bang.
Well, just pretend like you're not live then.
It's not up to me, it's up to the fish. The fish have something in their brain that tells them. If they got like a camera rolling or something, they just go stupid.
They know.
Fish are kind of like little kids. Kids are well behaved at home when it's just you and them. It's all good. You bring them in public, they act stupid. Like they ain't got.
I feel like that's a fair statement. Can we reveal where you're fishing at today? We've got several questions of where are you fishing? Oh, well, see, we lost connection. Once they get back up and running, we'll let them share where they're fishing. I don't believe the Cajun cold fronts are as bad as the Florida cold fronts, but we'll find out. Score is 0-0 unless by some chance they catch one in this period of darkness. Fishing in the dark. There we go. Perry, yes, it's both. It's both. Everybody freeze. Yeah. Jeremiah, we're going to have to talk to somebody about this pay per minute plan.
We caught a 5-pounder. We just had to release it by the time they come back.
Okay, well, really? Did that really happen?
Yes, folks.
All right, we good?
All right, we're back.
In Bayou, Magazine. If you know where that's at, Barrett.
Tell us again one more time where you're at.
I don't know.
Man, they used to have a log right here. Right out here. That's something else that's wrong. It's gone.
Coronavirus.
I think we're back loud and clear. Y'all can hear me? Or not, maybe. We'll see if they can catch one. Let's just see. We're working our way through it. All right. Can y'all hear me still? Okay. I feel like we're working on it. We're working on bringing the noise back to the guys. Adam, they are using. I think we saw Chatterbait and a Spanky. They may have switched it up since the disconnect here, but they're fishing, and I bet if they catch one, we will hear about it. So we're just gonna kind of ride through it and make sure that we can get them to the other side, see who wins this thing. Because we're disconnected now. We're disconnected. This is the beauty of live, though, guys. Can't totally predict what's going to happen. So we'll get them back up and running here. They've got a camera guy in the boat, so there shouldn't be too much of a delay in getting them back on to make sure that we see who wins at the end. Just give them a minute. Here they come. Or not. There we go. They're back. Yes, the net bait twin tail Adam is a fan favorite.
Jasper, on a scale from 1 to what connectivity do we have right now?
3.
A 3?
Depends on what spot we're in.
Well, we can hear y'all loud and clear. I don't know if you can hear us back.
Yeah, we're getting a little issue on Michelle's end. She's talking in slow motion.
Well, y'all are talking in slow motion back. So. Has anybody caught anything yet since some of these technical difficulties? Are we still at 0 to 0? I'm guessing it's still 0 to 0.
Jasper, it really don't matter what we catch because life is good. We fishing in the morning. We're going to a football game tonight. Woo! Went to a volleyball game yesterday. It's all good. Life is good.
That is right. For those
Before
that
we finish this thing, we need to turn the camera around and let everybody know who this Gaspo we speak of. Yeah. Probably the most talked about dude in fishing that has nothing to do with fishing. You know, Gaspo. I don't know Gaspo. Oh, he got me. He got me. That was my fault. Talking. That was my fault. And here's why that was my fault. Flipped into the tree. He bit it. And I checked and I was bad rod position. The whole thing was bad. That was my fault. Good bite. You gotta catch him. My fault. What's that? No, like I flipped in there and I jigged and I popped it and he was on it. So when you're paying attention and life is good, you can drop the rod, pick up the slack and hit it. But I was talking about Gaspo and clowning. Made a bad catch right there. That's how you miss fish, not paying attention. Look at this.
are you still, what do you have tied on, Cliff? Same setup as before?
Hey, Quentin. Hey. How long can you fish with a rod before you realize you missed the eye on your rod? I'm like, man, that feels funny. There's a reason it feels funny. I missed the eye.
Hey, well, give me that back while you re-iron it.
Are you crazy? It's attention to details. Like making sure your lines through all the eyes. Good job, Cliff. Keep it up, buddy.
We're fishing in the dark.
I'm trying to keep this thing nice and sportsmanlike. I'm up 1-0. I don't want to get too big in front of Quentin. You know. We're good, Quentin?
We're good, man. We're good.
Big catfish.
Don't you catch everything?
A big goo.
Hey, the rules.
Ah.
Fish. Exotic category, 1-0.
Goo.
Jasper Goo. Just caught your cousin, huh?
Goo. Drum. It's all the same. Yeah, that's a good bite.
So good.
Going dark.
Our drum here are more like silver and blue line.
Q, let me see your phone. Unlock it.
Facebook or something?
No. Since we can't hear her real well, she's going to text your phone with any questions. Cool?
Okay. The people on Facebook can hear me, but they can't. So we're working on it. or they're gone now. They're gone again. Beauty of being live on a lake. People that are still tuned in, if you guys want to comment in the comment section, what is your favorite American bait work bait or setup or rod? What's your favorite? Put it in the comments. And because we're having technical difficulties, we're going to give something away to someone on this live because I'm sure you guys do not want to see me the entire hour that they're supposed to be fishing. We're 25 minutes in, from what I understand. We're potentially tied 1-1. If exotic fish count, I'm going no. I kind of make the rules, but we'll get with the guys when it's all over and hammer it all out. Frog is your favorite lure. Christopher says, what specific frog do you like? There's several frogs that we offer. All right, we're getting the guys back in here. Third time's a charm. Poppin' frog. Yep. Good choice. We're here. We can hear them. We just can't see them yet. We're working on that. Pack a Slim and the Dagger. Yes, totally agree. What are your go-to colors right now, Adam, since you're kind of leading the show on that? We're back.
Big deal with any color. With colors is like match the hat. So if fishing, if there's a shad bite or you think there's a shad around, if that's the main deal, you throw white. If it's brim or crawfish, you throw browns. And blacks and black and blues are just good all the time. So
What lake are we on again?
Lake Verret. Lake Verret. We're in Assumption Parish. Just north of Highway 90. The biggest thing on colors, no matter what, whether you crankbait fishing, plastic fishing, frog fishing, when you got the right color, that bait will be down here in their throat. When you got the wrong color, you barely hook them or they'll miss it. So just kind of let the fish talk to you.
I would say, when in doubt, black or blue, green pumpkin. Right?
Yeah, those two are hard to.
I mean, across the country, black or blue, green pumpkin.
Okeechobee craw, anything in that area is good.
A goo. I call it a goo.
Tell you what else is good. Ready for this gas ball, cameraman? See that wind hitting this point? That's good stuff too. Because the wind moves the water, sets it up, creates like a current, and sets them fish up in position to bite. So at times wind can be too much. You got white caps come over front of your boat, probably too much. And sometimes it can make casting tough, or boat position tough, but the wind is really post front days, anything tough conditions, that's something you can look for to put you in a high percentage area. It's wind blown stuff. And that, to me, that wind forces the fish to set up on cover, which makes them, you can make good casts and kind of makes them predictable. And stay in high percentage areas longer. The windy banks is a. I was expecting the boat to go this way and went that way.
So what I tree, but it's not a bad deal because what it does is that root that pulls up leaves so it's always a good blown over tree. Make a couple casts in that depression. Where you at? I think there's some kind of law or rule against.
I'm guessing y'all can hear me now that you're back in action.
Got you a little bit, yeah.
All right. So it's 1-to-1.
Well, kinda.
1.5 to a half.
All right. We'll allow it. We'll allow the kind of.
Somebody how that wind blown point is so important. High percentage area. I just need the fish to prove how right I am and not make me look like a dummy. I don't know what I'm talking about. That big line, the big tree out there. He's screaming, throw at me. This is a perfect example of how not to treat your tournament fishing buddies. This is what's called front ending. My buddy Quentin is going straight to the tree and not allowing me to make a cast. That's a great example of what not to do to your fishing buddies. I'm clowning. I'm clowning.
You can run this.
No, you got it.
You got it, man.
Can you look that way? Look, I want y'all to notice something. Can you look that way from me? Look, like this. Look how wide this dude is. He's about 3 foot wide, and he ain't fat. He's about that thick. So I better watch what I talk about. That dude, if he grabs me, y'all better come help me. Oh my God. Need to get the fish. Quentin proclaimed we're gonna catch one on that tree. Let's see.
Oh, David has a great question. How important is scent at this time of the year?
How important is what?
Scent.
One more time. Scent. How important is scent?
Yes.
You got it?
I don't think scent is that overly important. I think when you get around the fish, maybe it'll hold them better. You still got to find them a population of fish that want to bite. I mean, having scent can't help. Can't hurt, sorry. salt, you know, and attractant. But I don't think it's a 5-to-1 deal until you get around a heavy population of fish. What do you think about that?
I think, yeah, you gotta be around fish. Scent won't make fish show up. What I like about scent, two things. One, I think when you get a bite, I think scent is like a cover from sweat or dirt or whatever's on your hands. I think scent's a cover up one, and I like it when I'm fishing grass because the oily feel of the scent makes it go through grass a lot easier. So it's not scent can just make your life a whole lot easier. Probably won't save the day, but it will make your life. It'll make a good day great. Make a bad day decent.
Now, I would say, like, you know, the new bait fuel coming out, and I mean, to better answer the question, it's very important. But just like there's times where it's a must, and there's times where you just gotta find the population.
Where's this fish you speak of?
It's in the water, bro.
Oh, that's
Probably on the windblown side.
that was him. That wasn't him. Watch this. Let me get this for you.
All right, I've got another question from Adam. He wants to know when you should use a dagger versus a bee bug.
So I would throw the dagger summer months, you know, or when the bite is real, like when the fish are on a smaller profile bait, because it's got a great presence, but it is a little bit smaller. That bee bug's a lot more bulky, which when I'm punching heavy cover, I kind of want that bulkiness that'll crash through it. But the dagger, in my opinion, is better whenever you're like flipping, like, when I say heavy cover, like heavy mats, so a slimmer profile goes a little bit better. Like winter months when you want that bulkiness, I'd do the bee bug instead.
Yeah, what he said.
Now, do either of y'all use the dagger when you're fishing a jig? Because I see that a lot. Our users like to do that.
Jig, yeah, a dagger on a jig is good. I like it with that tail. And I also like to throw a whole bunch on a chatterbait. A lot of times we throw crawls or swim baits on a chatterbait, and that dagger is a little different. It kind of bulks it up, and it's more of it's just a different profile. Slender swim bait there, so I like it on a jig and a chatterbait. So on a jig, I throw the dagger more like when I want to fish it, like traditionally, flip on a tree and fish it. And like when I swim it, same jig, but if I want to swim it a little more, be a little more aggressive with the trees, that's when I go with the pocket slim to let those crawls work. So just kind of fitting everything, like they're all tools. Baits are just tools to you pick the right one for the job that you want to do. Yeah.
Post front, bluebird sky.
Post front bluebird sky. The good thing is, I think we're doing what we need to be doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Fishing the wind, fishing some,
They get next to.
yeah, something they get next to, something like a ambush point, some good looking water. Post run, I try to stay out of clear water if I can. I like something with a little color to it. Give those fish. They're not quite as squeaky. Oh my God! I should have drank some coffee this morning. I wanted to. We didn't have no milk at my house.
You don't have a cow in the backyard?
Did you hear that there? I did. Best part about fishing, somebody times by, throw them a foul. Love it. Throw some love.
Hey guys.
Michelle,
Yes, sir.
got any good questions, any comments, any suggestions?
Let's see. What did y'all miss when you were gone? How about give us a little bit of a rundown on what your setups are, since we may have missed something in the blackout.
Yeah, so here's the two things that have shined. Kind of taking two different approaches. I'm throwing a swim jig, white swim jig with a twin tail grub. I'm swimming it, trying to get a reaction bite, and every couple casts I'll just fish it like a jig, you know, traditional jig, just trying to get a bite. I know shad bites today. We got a couple birds flying around. So that's what I'm flipping, Quentin. That's what I'm throwing. Trying to get a reaction bite. Quentin's flipping a little bit. And Quentin, what time people you fishing with?
So I'm also fishing a swim jig. It's just the old Freedom Tackle swim jig. But because it's got that bullet head and that weed guard's perfect, I don't have to fan it out. Some people fan out the weed guard, kind of give it more surface area to cover that hook. I don't do it with this one because the weed guard's perfect. It's got a great hook in it. I put a twin tail net bait. I like blue sapphire, especially here because where I'm fishing at, we have a lot of crawfish here in Louisiana, but where I'm fishing at, they also got a lot of blue crab. So I like to go with more of a bluer color, like a sapphire, because it's real vibrant. And it's sunshine day, so when I'm fishing on bait colors, when it's like cloudy outside, I'll go more dull. So I'll do like a black and blue trailer. When it's really bright outside, I'll put more of a vibrant trailer so that sun can really highlight it. And I'm working this swim jig kind of like a traditional jig because cypress trees have a bunch of roots around them, a bunch of, you know, if you look back there, you'll see a bunch of knees outside the water. That's also underneath the water, and it'll come out. A cypress tree like this will have knees that come 10 yards off of it. So when I'm in that kind of those situations, those knees will kind of have like a little groove in them, and that bullet head, like a Texas rig worm, will come through it real good. So the versatility of a swim jig is awesome because you can swim it, or you can just traditionally work it. So that's what I'm doing. And I've got the best color on in the world, black and blue, because it makes green.
Well, it's y'all did some fly fishing yesterday, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, we did some fishing the other day with the swim jig, with a bee bug, black and blue, Okeechobee crawl. It's just a good color for around here. I think it's the blue in this area, you know, they get on black neon, like black and red flake, a lot in the winter because the crawfish will have that black neon look to them. But man, black and blue is hard to beat. It's just a confidence bait for me. I know it catches fish from here to New York to California, so when in doubt, put it on. I got it. I appreciate that. I'm going both sides. I'll take that one. You said you got it. Right here.
What did we do yesterday, Q? What kind of fishing did we do?
Oh, we went and caught some redfish. Some redfish. We tried to catch some speckled trout. They didn't want to act right. We ended up catching a bunch of real reds and put them on the half shell with some Gaspo seasoning on it. They went out of Berwick. Went out of Berwick. Caught them pretty good.
All right, so we're just kind of at the 10-minute left mark. Since you brought up the food topic, David asked a non-fishing question. Since the food in Louisiana is pretty well known, if there was one dish you could choose for the rest of your life, only Louisiana cuisine, what would it be?
Well, I'd have to go with boudin. I'd have to go with like just a smoked boudin, or put boudin inside of a pork loin. Or when I think of Louisiana, I think boudin and like a black and red fish with a crawfish cream sauce on top.
I'm going boiled crawfish.
No, that's too traditional.
Well, that's the point. Louisiana food. All right, if I ain't going boiled seafood, would be number one. I can't go boiled seafood. I'm going seafood gumbo.
Okay. All right.
Dude, I would fight you right now for 2 pounds of boiled crawfish. Throw you in the water.
We had boiled crabs last night. He didn't come fight me for it. He didn't even show up.
Kind of hard to show up when you never get invited. That's not true. I was invited. Life happens.
He said boiled crawfish, but it came out like bald crawfish, hairless crawfish. I'm going bald crawfish.
All right.
That's what he said.
We're not going to judge you on how you like to eat it.
Huh? I like to eat it. Suck the head, pinch the tail, roll with it.
All right.
No.
Adam Robinson wants to know, what did you catch the reds on?
Oh, sea cricket. That's a shrimp in Louisiana. A fresh shrimp, call that a sea cricket.
Someone needs to catch one. I feel like a half versus a half is not a good ending.
We've thrown about 300 trees.
We're trying to set this thing up for a little climax at the end.
Little final countdown.
Yeah. Somebody needs to catch one. We know that. We trying. You just threw us under the bus.
Yeah.
Not even under the bush. He put us right in front of the tire. So the tire just rolls over.
Don't worry, the ambulance will be there on the other side for you.
There we go. Ball game. Watch it in. There we go. Good call.
What's that swimming jig? Coming to steal.
Running low on time. 2, 3. There we go. Gas pull. Check this out. This is something that jumps out, right? Bang, 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 bang. Got a little point that comes out. You see the boost skills on that point. Found metal bushes. It's just a little point. You got 2 cypress trees sitting on the point. That should be one. I mean, it's fish you can't never tell, but that should be.
You're gonna have to explain. I know what it is, but you're gonna have to explain to the world
The boost skills?
what a boost skill is.
Yeah. So as I'm talking, I'm like trying to
Move your right there.
You got it. So as I'm setting up this point, explaining it, talking about the cypress knees. I call them buskiolas. That's what we call cypress knees, or I don't know what you call buskiolas is what they call the cypress knees. So that's what I'm talking about. You see the nubs and the cypress knees and on that point. Buskio. That's the word of the day. Buskio and shoe pick.
Is that a foreign language?
French, of course. I don't know if that's French or Cajun French or all I know is that's Buskio.
Can't tell me that's not one.
How deep is the water that you're fishing in?
One foot?
That up there? 1 foot.
Yeah, we flipping in about 1 foot. Water's kind of low right now. North wind. We sitting in about 2 foot, I guess. And we fishing anywhere from
I think we're a little frozen again. Maybe they'll come back. We've got about 5 minutes left. From what I understand, it's a half a point to a half a point.
8
There you go.
inches to half minute.
And they're gone again. With 5 minutes left, we got 5 minutes left. Hopefully they join us in the last couple of minutes. We'll get them to kind of wrap things up as much as we can hear them. And Christopher, I'm not sure if it's landlocked lake but I do think it's where they're fishing is like a little pocket off of a river. So like I said, hopefully we will get them to join us here and we'll wrap it up for you guys. Thank you everybody who stuck with us through all of the technical difficulties that we've had. Certainly when you do Facebook Live like this on the water, it's kind of unpredictable on what you're going to get as far as service. And Louisiana maybe doesn't have the best. So we'll give them a couple minutes to join us here and kind of wrap it up for you guys. Okay, so here they come. Get them back in here. Oh, that was exciting. What is happening here, guys?
Good.
All right, I don't know if you can hear me, but
What's funny is like that was the best at one point.
they definitely can't hear me.
All right, we down. Here we go. 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
No huddle. You're on offense, get out of bounds. You're on defense, keep them in bounds.
I'm going to try to put my headphones in real quick to end this. See if it makes a difference.
You think? You want to kiss one? I'll put that one.
Now out there. All right. If you can hear me, we are at the 2-minute warning. And I think it's a half a point to a half a point, unless I missed something during our technical difficulties.
What kind of bird that is? Come on, right? Come on. Come on. Everything. Look right there. Watch this. Watch. Last one. I got it. I think you think it's down.
1-minute warning.
Oh! Look at the ball. See the ball? I see the ball. Man. Pick up your ball. Pick up your ball. Look at that. Right where he's supposed to be. That's 2 of them. That is not good. Execution. I'm just glad you saw the ball.
Yeah, I saw the ball. That's the best target.
All right. We are going to call it time. It's 1-1, so it's a tie, and we're going to end it here. But before I do that, I'm
put everything in a bowl. Not bad.
I'm gonna let Gaspo,
Bad
turn
morning.
the camera around, introduce himself.
3 bites, only put 1 in.
Okay. Cliff is still talking, so. Gaspo, go ahead and turn the camera around so we can see who you are. And please pick a number between 1 and 10 for us. That's going to be the winner of our prize pack on this live.
Three.
The number is 3. So, Christopher Ludwig, if you could please send us a direct message on the American Baitworks Facebook page with your address and information. We're going to get your prize pack sent out to you. And you can't pick another number. We'll get your prize pack sent out to you. Thank you again, you guys, for being so patient with all the technical difficulties. It is a
3
tie.
more trees. Next thing you know, it's 2 hours
They're
later.
just going to keep talking, and I'm going to go ahead and end the live. So thanks again, guys. Happy Friday. We hope you have a great weekend.
I'm back in. Back in.